Make sure you guys share, like. Like I said, we got FBI confirms Snoop Dogg private tapes with Diddy hired girls. FBI confirmed Snoop Dogg nasty private tape with Diddy. It says FBI confirms Snoop Dogg nasty private tapes with Diddy untold freak off stories. It says right here, the FBI confirmed Snoop Dogg in bed with Diddy caught on tape. It says hire girls and boys for Diddy's party photo show Snoop Dogg. So, like I said, Tony Buzzy said they coming from a star that you're gonna, be well known. It's coming from a star that is well known that Snoop could be next in his federal RICO indictment. Now, sources is saying that FBI has confirmed that Snoop Dogg private tapes with Diddy hired girls and boys. It says the FBI confirmed Snoop Dogg in bed with Diddy, caught on tape, hired girls and boys for Diddy's parties. So we're gonna roll this tape. Like I said, you guys like the live, share the live. Man, we got a lot to talk about. Now, Snoop Dogg responds to Suge Knight claim that he and Diddy and Dr. Dre are in a secret society. It says Suge Knight have accused Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, and Diddy Cone with being members of secret society, with Snoop himself seemingly find a lot of developed shockings. It says on Saturday, March 9th, the Breakfast Beat Media released the latest episode of Night collection called Podcast, on which he claimed that the two was under control of powerful forces behind himself. The Death Row Record founder, who is currently serving a prison sentence from a manslaughter conviction, spoke publicly, displayed the affection shown amongst that particular group. It says once they started painting their fingernails and wearing women clothing, they got you. Knight says of these allegations. He also recalled instance with Diddy received lascivious gift from the late Andre rapper, The Game, that gave him cause to pause. It says, I remember when they was giving Puff Daddy an award at the ASCAP rewards. Andre went up there and got him an expensive watch and gave it to him in front of everybody. Basically confessed his love to this man. The legendary says, and Puffy and Snoop became besties. Every time you see one, you see another one. Next thing you know, they started painting their fingernails. Didn't make sense. So just like I said, once you see one, you see another one. You guys, you can't make this stuff up, man. See, when Diddy went down, man, the whole industry went down, man. And you know what I mean, Snoop, when he's involved in, y'all, he's involved with Jay-Z and Diddy. And I always said what they've been involved in. They've been involved in this. That's what Snoop Dogg is involved in today. You can't make this up. When you see one, you see another. Let's roll this video, man, because we got a lot to talk about right here, man. Snoop Dogg name is on the RICO indictment case. Feds confirmed that Snoop Dogg private tape with Diddy hired girls and boys. Let's roll this clip here and see what they have to say about this.
Just might be the craziest thing that we have heard out of the Diddy saga, because the streets are now saying that Snoop Dogg, of all people, was allegedly in bed with Diddy and knew about the freak-offs long before the rest of the world caught up. Girls, say what now? Oh, and y'all know all those tapes that were recovered by the feds from Diddy's house? Well, the streets are now saying that Snoop was allegedly on the tapes because he was at Diddy's freak-offs. Girl, this is about to be one of the nastiest stories to come out of this Diddy saga, so let's break it down. Did Snoop really help Diddy get girls for the freak-offs? So word on the street is that Snoop Dogg's been low-key shady in the industry since way back in the 90s. Insiders have even whispered that he might have been a part of some dark plot to take Tupac down. Jaguar Wright and Suge Knight, Snoop's old boss, have teamed up to spill all the secrets, and they're coming for Snoop hard. According to Jaguar and Suge, the reason Snoop has been extra quiet about the Diddy mess is because he's allegedly working with the same higher-up. Basically, they're saying Snoop's got as much on the line as Diddy, so he's keeping his mouth shut. And to add more fuel to the fire, Suge, along with folks like journalist Teray, is even hinting that Snoop didn't just know about Diddy's alleged wrongdoings. He might be involved in some similar shady business himself.
So I'm up in Snoop's man cave in his house, and he's telling me about him. He said it was a natural calling, and he had women, he said, working for him from on every exit from the 10 freeway to the 101, because he had barracudas who would go out and recruit new people and bring them into his situation for him.
But hold on, because it's about to get even messier. Fans are starting to connect the dots themselves, and something just isn't adding up. Like, how did Snoop, who once had the FBI on his case, suddenly become Hollywood's golden boy? He's everywhere, from those random commercials to a cooking show with Martha Stewart, even carrying the Olympic torch. So now folks are side-eyeing him, asking how he went from public enemy to squeaky clean, landing all these big-time deals. The latest theory, Snoop might just be one of those industry gatekeepers pulling strings.
See, holding the strings with who? Who did he hold strings with, man? He was the golden boy. He becoming golden boy because what? He got himself out of these legal troubles, right? So who you holding himself up with? Who he had to collaborate with? Diddy. This is why it shows that Snoop, man, he's not what he's talking about today. See, he was part of the gatekeepers, man. That's what Snoop Dogg represents, man. He's part of the gatekeepers. Don't y'all see? FBI confirmed Snoop Dogg private tapes with Diddy hired girls and boys. So Snoop Dogg, they got a sex tape of Ray J, former girlfriend Kim Kardashian, linked back in 2007 porn company. Video got hold of it and put it out. So what's on these tapes, you guys, it's going to blow your minds, man. They said they have a porn company video got hold. The video had got hold. It says, I read right here, it says Snoop Dogg, a rapper performance is never a good idea. A Seattle fan found out the hard way when he jumped on stage and he was beaten up by Snoop entourage. He later sued Snoop, but the Godfather was clear of all the charges. Now, how you went from gangster, how you went from beating a murder, a rape case, and now you Hollywood's golden boy, and now he's pulling strings with Diddy. You can't make this up. He's pulling strings with Diddy. He's part of the gatekeepers, man. Let's play this video, man, because what Snoop Dogg's involved in, what he's involved in, he's involved in this, man. That's what Snoop Dogg had been involved in. You can't make this stuff up, man. What Snoop Dogg been involved in, he's involved in this. That's what Snoop Dogg been involved in. Ever since he got with Diddy, man. The FBI, they confirmed that they got tapes of private parties of Snoop Dogg and Diddy and who knows what. That on the tapes, Diddy hired girls and boys. Let's roll this clip.
And rubbing elbows with Hollywood's elite to keep that cash flowing. And let's not forget his longtime friendship with Diddy, which Jaguar dragged into the spotlight.
And I asked him what he thought. And he flat out said that Snoop is loyal. Wow. And he losing friends.
And just when you thought the plot couldn't get any spicier, Suge Knight himself has jumped in with even more drama. Suge's out here spilling all the tea, saying that Snoop has way more skeletons in his closet than anyone realizes.
Wait a minute, man. Wait a minute. Jazz, what did Jazz say? Jazz said he losing friends? Snoop Dogg losing friends. The last thing Jazz is saying that he's losing friends. Wow. See, when you go one way, then you go another way. See that reputation, man. That reputation goes out the window. I always tell you guys that reputation. What you rap about, that you know what I mean. Your reputation is in this industry is everything, man. But that seemingly goes out the window, man. See, Snoop he's no longer reputable. He's not reputable anymore, man. Snoop Dogg, he's not a reputable guy anymore. Once you part of the gatekeepers, man, you're not a reputable person. Nobody gonna look at you no more. Nobody gonna respect you no more.
Now people are side-eyeing Snoop even harder, wondering what other secrets he's been hiding. Over the years, multiple friends of Tupac have stepped forward with claims that Snoop was deeply jealous of him and low-key resented him for all the attention he got. Napoleon, a former member of Tupac's group Outlaws, recently spoke about this on The Art of Dialogue. When asked about Snoop's recent comments claiming he never liked Tupac's diss track, Hit 'Em Up, Napoleon was not having it. He straight up called BS. He pointed out that there's footage of Snoop rapping along to Hit 'Em Up back in the day. So Snoop might not be as honest about his feelings towards Tupac as he wants us to believe.
You know what I mean? I might not agree with the lyrics of Hit 'Em Up, but when we was young, at that time, it was something that we was pushing. And for Snoop to say he never liked Hit 'Em Up and he didn't, you know what I mean? He never expressed that. You know, you got videos of him on stage with Pac rapping Hit 'Em Up, and he's rapping the lyrics right along with him. You know what I mean? So it's strange now that all these things are coming out and he say he didn't like Hit 'Em Up, you know what I mean? And everybody have their opinion. Even if he didn't like Hit 'Em Up back then, no problem, he have his opinion, but that wasn't the case. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? He was expressing his love for Hit 'Em Up. He was in the studio bopping his head. He was on the stage when Pac was performing it, singing the lyrics with him at the House of Blue. It's real strange that, you know what I mean? Like I said, I really think, you know, it's a lot of maybe some of the things that he couldn't tell Pac face to face. He's able to do it in these interviews.
And if the tea wasn't already hot enough, Low MB, a former death row artist from the group OFTB, just added his 2 cents, backing up all these claims about Snoop's alleged jealousy. According to Low MB, Snoop was definitely feeling some type of way about the Tupac mania. He said Snoop just couldn't handle how Tupac completely took over and got all the attention from fans, the industry, and even folks within their own crew. That admiration Tupac was getting apparently struck a nerve with Snoop, and the envy was real. Some insiders now believe this jealousy played a role in how Snoop acted towards Tupac when he was alive.
Pac was slowly but surely, you could say, taking over, because he the hottest thing smoking right now. Snoop is cool, but he ain't got no new record. Tupac got all new shit coming right. It's hitting you all upside your head right now. So he the hottest thing smoking. So now the tension is getting a little heavy between Snoop and Tupac. And everybody on death row, because we all want. I was so crazy. I told Tupac, and he asked Snoop Suge to put out.
See, Snoop Dogg, you know, he wasn't getting attention. You know, he was giving attention in the West Coast. When Tupac come around, Tupac was giving love, man. Snoop didn't get that love. You know what I mean? The love that Pop got, man. Snoop did not get that love. That's why, if you know Snoop Dogg, he had a little issue with Suge Knight, man. You know what I mean? He had a little issue where he couldn't see Death Row the way it is, man. Because Pop was on the rise, man. Pop got all the love, man. Pop was the West Coast king. And, you know, Snoop was just like whatever. You know, you see when he went to No Limit, you see he didn't have a good run with No Limit. And, you know what I mean? Snoop, you know, with Snoop involved in, man, with Snoop had been involved. See, how could you been from a gangster facing a murder rap and then been allegedly accused of a rape, and then all of a sudden you become Hollywood golden boy? I told you, man, you can't make this up, man. Once he found Diddy, when Diddy took the fall, y'all, you know, it caused a lot of people to make their money, man. It caused a lot of people to go into these rituals and make their money, man. You can't make this stuff up, man. When Diddy, when Snoop name, you know what I mean, was on the FBI regarding these private tapes with Diddy, with him hiring girls and boys. This is coming from the source that supposedly rumors is saying that Snoop Dogg was hiring girls and boys at these freak offs. Now, when it comes to FBI confirming Snoop Dogg private tapes with Diddy, hiring girls and boys, man. Come on, you can't make this stuff up, y'all. You can't make this stuff up, man. Let's see what they's talking about.
I reckon out. Cause everybody thinking like ain't nothing finna come out. Now we see ain't nothing finna come out unless it's prepared to come out, and that take a lot of money and preparation. And the only thing that's got all that in it right now is Tupac. So everything is focused on Tupac, and everybody's starting to feel some type of way. He didn't do something like everybody's like bickering over their little, you know, throwing their tantrums about whatever they mad about, which all of it still pertain to everybody want to come out, but ain't nobody got no data, know when they gonna ever come out, and is they gonna ever come out. So it's a lot of tension. And the only thing that's every time you turn around, they flood. This all you hear is all eyes on me, and you know it's a Tupac mania. It's beautiful because we had everything, but we still got the tension in the room because everybody want to be blowing up. So, you know, everybody liking it, but then again, they ain't.
That's real talk, man. Do you think Snoop felt the type of way about Tupac and the success he was having?
Yeah, of course. Of course, man. You the top man. You built Death Row. And now you got to get in line. Come on, man. How else you going to feel? Period. It ain't like, you know, we was at, because Snoop had albums ready too. We was having listening parties and all that all the time. He was like, man, that's what I got, big dog. We all in there listening to this dope, but you don't know when it's coming out.
And then Suge Knight himself came through with even more drama, claiming it wasn't just Snoop who was jealous of Tupac. According to him, everybody at Death Row had beef with Pac's rising star. Suge said Dr. Dre, the Dogg Pound, and practically everyone else at the label felt some type of way about how Tupac had all the spotlight.
When Pac got bigger than everybody on Death Row, that's when the jealousy kicked in. I guess that's when the Pac kicked in. That's when the plan came up. Because it'd be a time where it still is. I got, you know, everybody know how I felt about Snoop. But if Snoop was coming up, people would come around and say, Snoop, let me get an autograph, Snoop, let me get a picture. Once All Eyes on Me came out, people come around, hey, Snoop, where's Tupac? Could you get him to come over here and sign my autograph or take a picture with me? Or if they see the Dogg Pound, and they be like, how do you feel? That's the best thing in the world. You get to hang around Tupac. Everything was Pac. And they sing Dre, say, they ask a question about, man, you did the crime. Can I take a picture? They're like, hey, can I take a picture? Because you know Tupac, but I really want a picture with Tupac. You know how to find him? Everything was shit from everybody else to Tupac. And I think jealousy was made. The reason why I'm speaking on it because we should never have to go through this again.
But Suge did not stop there. On a recent episode of his prison podcast, Suge took things up a notch, hinting that Snoop might have had a hand in Tupac's death. Yes, you heard that right. Suge put it out there that Snoop has some serious explaining to do.
And I knew that Pac did everything right by him by putting on All Eyes on Me, speaking about him and being real with him. And if it's true what they say,
this call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Face to face is gonna be a lot of explaining to do.
Y'all know who else has been rumored to be involved in Tupac's Diddy? That's who. Fans are now wondering if it was all planned out between Diddy and Snoop. And as
Look, y'all, you can't make this up, man. Now we coming into chess. You playing chess. See, they got the kings. See, the feds got the kings, you know what I mean, out, man. They know Diddy was involved in the plot of Pop's death, man. And now, could Diddy spill the beans to save himself and say that, well, you know, Snoop was in on this too. You know, because when one tell on another, you got another one got to speak up. You know, what's on these, you know, be private tapes. You know what I mean? It's going to shock your mind. It's going to shock your mind because, look, man, it's on these tapes, man. Tony Buzz says it's going to blow our minds, man. And I've been thinking that the FBI, when they sent Homeland Security over there to raid Diddy's home, I've been thinking that, yeah, the FBI confirmed Snoop Dogg private tape with Diddy. They had this tape flowing around way before, I believe, way before Diddy went in for this federal RICO indictment. The feds raid, so that you know they got, Diddy got numerous of tapes of him and Snoop Dogg. They got a tape flowing around. Then they said the feds got a tape. So, you know, when Tony Buzzy said there's some names coming, you know what I mean, coming forward, it's gonna blow our minds. You're gonna be shocked. Well, I think this day is coming. Man. I think that see, they was hoping the feds didn't get a hold of these tapes, man. There's some tapes flowing around. Then they talk about there's some tapes that the Fed got of Diddy, Snoop, Usher, Justin Bieber. Yes, they said they got these tapes, and they said they got Snoop Dogg private tape with Diddy hiring girls and boys. Yes, they got these kind of tapes, man. You know, they were just trying to destroy all the evidence. But the question is, how many tapes the FBI has? How many tapes do they have? That's the question. And when you see these tapes, it always have a story. These tapes have a story. I want you guys to understand. These tapes have a story. So even if they don't have all the tapes, it's going to bring in a lot of witness to, you know, to answer questions. which at some point you're gonna see the truth. You're gonna see the truth is gonna be set out. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And what's on these tapes? It's gonna shock the whole world.
As wild as that might sound, it wouldn't be the craziest thing to have come out of Hollywood. In a recent live interview with Chris Cuomo, Suge Knight threw some serious shade at Jay-Z, Dr. Dre, and Snoop Dogg over their silence on the Diddy allegations. Suge claimed these industry giants have known about Diddy's alleged shady activities for years and accused them of either turning a blind eye or even enabling his behavior. According to Suge, Diddy's not alone in exploiting his power. He suggested that this kind of behavior has been going on in the music industry for decades, with powerful figures using their influence to take advantage of younger artists.
He didn't react or see where he got or doing those things on those allegations by himself. He was taught from people before him, and he did it to the younger people after him. And we can talk all day and say what's true and what's not true. But the truth part about it is videos, conversations, and people can see what they've done. Mm-hmm. But more is being happy and proud and say, what do people think? That's irrelevant.
So sure.
That's just like I heard earlier today when Ray J was talking to TMZ. Mm-hmm. I got love for Harvey. I see Charles always got something negative to say when it comes to West Coast people. And Charles tried to make a reference to say that, how do I feel when I'm in prison? Yeah, I'm in prison. I guarantee you I'm free more than Charles. If I feel like sleeping to 5 o'clock, or I want to sleep 12 hours a day, I can.
Sure.
But besides all that, the fact is, it's not no competition who's going to talk the loudest or talk the best. It's not something positive that can help anybody. I don't get on no platform unless it be something positive. If it ain't positive.
Then Suge dropped some major names, including Jay-Z and Snoop Dogg, claiming they all knew exactly what Diddy was up to behind the scenes. He suggested that this is exactly why they're staying silent now, because they've all got too much to lose if the truth comes out.
I don't care if it's T.I., I don't care if it's Rick Ross, I don't care if it's Jay, I don't care if it's Snoop, I don't care if it's Game, I don't care if it's Dre.
You see all that? I don't care if it's Game. I don't care if it's Dre. I don't care if it's T.I. I don't care if it's Snoop. Pete to play, all of them got brands. All of them got endorsements. All of them got reputation. All of them got something that they live on. And you think for a second that they're going to let anything interfere to get them off their brand, off their reputation, man? Most of these people got families, man. Got wife, got children, man. You know that brand means everything to them, man. It means everything to them, man. Because if you could destroy one brand, destroy the image. That brand destroys his reputation, man. See. When you're an average person, you ain't. You know what I mean. You ain't really got nothing to live for. But when you a celebrity, somebody important, then you got something to live for, man. A lot of these people got something to live for, man. You know what I mean? Suge Knight's just dropping the beans, man. He dropping the beans on these gatekeepers, man. Because when you have all these gatekeepers, when Diddy went down, man, you got to remember, man, these people are brand. See, you don't find it suspicious when Trump got in office and started his inauguration. You got people coming out. Snoop Dogg now coming out. You got Nelly, you got Soulja Boy and them coming out because they need the money, man. They need the money, man. See when Diddy took a fall, man. This thing about a lot of people. I don't know. You guys realize a lot of people money was tied. Yeah, a lot of people money was tied in that. Come on, man. Y'all not people that play, man. Diddy hold the keys. You know what I mean? He holds the keys to Hollywood. He holds the keys to the gateway of Hollywood. Yes, man. And all these people like Snoop Dogg, T.I., you know what I mean, Soldier Boy, and all, you know what I mean, the list just goes on, man, all puppets, man. When Diddy took that fall, man, it ruined everybody's, you know what I mean, it ruined a lot of people, man. It ruined some brands. It ruined these people's reputation. You know? You gotta understand, when Diddy went down, a lot of people's money was, you know what I mean, was involved, man. Come on, man. This is a whole project, man. Hollywood's one game, man. Especially if you're in that gatekeeper. It's one game. You gotta remember, it's one game.
Nobody's stepping up on the fact that you know what's going on.
Nobody's defending him.
You had guys at Interscope.
You're right.
Okay.
Nobody is defending him, but that's why I was interested in hearing your perspective.
Now, as for Snoop and Diddy's friendship, there's no secret. Snoop was a regular at Diddy's parties, well, at least the ones that were officially on the radar. You know, the high-profile events where the cameras were rolling and everyone smiling for the gram. But what was really going down behind the scenes? That's where things get murky.
Snoop Dogg edition, nigga, the 70s style. Boy, hold on. I got you. Go ahead. Lock out on this. Oh, he locked out on like that? Oh, he locked it. See, that's 70 blocking right there. That's locked. That's called pop locking. That's locking right there.
Snoop and Diddy were often spotted together at events, vibing at NBA games, and just out here living their best lives. Apparently, it goes even deeper. Snoop's kids are close friends with Diddy's sons, making their relationship even more intertwined. So it's not just business or party vibes, there's a real family connection at play here too. The whole thing is looking like a much tighter web than anyone realized. But if you think that this has been crazy so far, it's about to get even worse, because according to an insider, there's a naughty tape of Diddy and Snoop that shows them doing some interesting stuff.
Now, another part of that book as well, I want to kind of switch gears just a little bit.
Mhm.
Now, in the PG version, there's X's. There's a bunch of X's for certain people's names. Like, who was the X's that was taken out of the book?
The X's was for Snoop.
Oh,
Yeah, it was for him, about him sleeping with, supposed to be in the bed with Diddy.
whoa. That's
And
crazy.
they caught it.
See? You can't make this stuff up, man. Snoop was in the bed with Diddy doing what you don't know what. Doing what you don't know what. See, you can't make this stuff up. Make this stuff up. You can't get, you know what I mean, higher up till you do these rituals, man. When Diddy's the life of the party, man, you can't make this stuff up, man. They'll get these tapes and they'll humiliate you, man. They got it in the tape. They got this stuff in the tape. Man, they will see. This is why if you with Diddy, man, you going to get film. If you with Diddy, you going to get film, man. Just keep that in mind, man. They said, man, I'm quite sure Diddy was, you know what I mean? Diddy gave Snoop a drink. You know what I mean? And somehow Snoop was feeling rules. Gave him something to spike him up. You know, you have one of those spike drinks, man. You know what I mean? Within a couple of minutes, man, you feeling rules. I'm quite sure, man. You know what I mean? They someone drugged Snoop Dogg on that 50-inch king size bed. Yeah, they got a 50-inch king size bed, man. King size bed, man. You can't make this kind of stuff up, man. Yeah, Snoop Man, Diddy gave him something powerful. Night night. Next thing you know, he's in the bed. He's in the bed, man. Film this shit. Film this shit. You know how sick Hollywood is, man. Man, they gave because Snoop Dogg, he parties, man. He smokes that weed. Look, man. I'm quite sure Diddy gave him a drink. You know, he smokes that weed. Gave him a nice drink to have some that spice. Put that boy to bed. Come on, man. They dragged him all the way into Diddy's room, man. The 50-inch bed, man. Every celebrity be on the bed, man. Yeah, man. They tuck Snoop Dogg in Diddy's room, his mattress bedroom. You know what I mean? They put Snoop in there, man. Snoop went sleep. See, when they give you a drink, man, and got that little spice in it, man, shit, within 2 or 3 minutes, you out. Yeah, you out. Yeah, they put him in the master room. Put him in that king size bed. Got one. Got him. Yeah, man, no telling, man. It says FBI confirms Snoop Dogg prevailed tapes with Diddy hired girls and boys, man. Come on, man, let's go.
You understand? Like I said, we call him the director. You don't sit on his lap or do what Diddy want to do. It's cut. You do what he wants you to do. It's action.
Child, Cat Williams was not joking when he said that 2024 was going to be a crazy year because the thought of Diddy and Snoop having a thing behind the scenes is just wild. Fans aren't exactly shook by this, and they commented, Snoop Dogg has always just given me the creeps. Anything the Doggy Dog would do would not surprise me. Seems like he is quite the sneaky opportunist. I thought the G was for gangster. Boy, was I wrong. Snoop Dogg being part of this doesn't surprise me. And the dog stuff is freaking me out. The dog-related names scare me now. Specifically wondering why do they call Mr. Moss Lil Bow Wow, that poor dude. Why did they give him that name? This is crazy. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about Snoop being caught up in this drama, and then check out this next video.
For decades, Sean Diddy Combs has been a towering figure in the entertainment industry, shaping music, fashion, and Hollywood. But beneath his polished image of success, a darker side has always lingered in the shadows, waiting to be exposed. Known for his lavish parties, exclusive gatherings, and unmatched influence over up-and-coming artists, Diddy's empire appeared untouchable. However, in recent years, a growing chorus of voices has begun to rise, shedding light on the toxic culture he's fostered and the...
Let me tell y'all something, man. This comes from Fat Joe. Fat Joe said Diddy was one of the best entrepreneurs of what he do, man. Come on, man. He do business right in the freak off part. There was a lot of business Diddy did with other celebrities, man. This is why Fat Joe came out saying that he's one of the best musician entrepreneurs. You know, one of the best businessmen I ever met, man. Come on, man. You can't make this stuff up, man. Can't see when Diddy, spike you over the drink, got him, take him over there in that master bedroom. They lock the door, you sleep, get another victim, got him, put him in the master bedroom. See, these freak offs, bro, I tell y'all something, man. When you out, night, or they put you in another room, and they lock you in there. You're in there asleep, and they go around, get the next victim. See what y'all already seen footage of Diddy's master bedroom. That's the 50-inch bedroom. That's the master bedroom, man. Look, man, this is a private party, man. They not bring you in that master bedroom. It's only for those people that was invited, man. All the people that was victims that was in the master bedroom, y'all. Y'all don't know, man. Look, man. I seen one of these freak offs, man. You know what I mean? When they drug you, when they spike you up in the drink, You become victim. Night, you out. They get someone. They get like a bodyguard to put you in that master bedroom. Lock the door till they go and find another victim, man. You got like at least 10, 15 people knocked out on spice drinks. And then now when they got that many people in the room, man, they victimize them, man. They sodomite, you know what I mean? They sodomize them, man. They rape them. And then by then, you know what I mean? You know why you think Diddy got 1,000 baby oil? They baby oil you up, man. They put that baby oil to numb you up. Somehow you got to get numbed back up, man. After they rape you. And then you wake up, you butt naked. You already lubricated up, and you not even know what's going on, man. At this point, you wake up, you already in the master room, in the king size bed, the 50-inch. And you not know, you waking up in the middle of the night, probably have to go use the bathroom, and you not even really know what's going on, man. Yes, man, you talking to someone that went to Hollywood. I went to these freaks. I seen how these freak offs get down, man. I watched with my eyes, man. I didn't want no part of it. I didn't want no drink. You know what I mean? They treated me like if I was the security there, man. I promise you. That's how they treated me, like if I was security there, man. I didn't shit, man. Look, man, I already knew what people was already putting me on game. Don't drink none of this stuff. Don't smoke. Everything pretty much laced. Yes, man. You can't make this stuff up, man. You can't not make this stuff up, man. I tell you guys, man. I seen Hollywood with my own eyes. This is why I know about this industry life, man. You can't get higher up without doing a ritual, man. This is why Snoop Dogg was all in it. You know what I mean? This is why when Diddy took the fall, man. When Diddy took the fall, everyone took a fall. Everyone took a big fall when Diddy took the fall, man.
Questionable behavior that has followed him throughout his illustrious career. Now, the question is, how much longer can he remain untouchable as these revelations take center stage? Snoop Dogg, a man whose career has been intertwined with Diddy's for decades, is one of the few high-profile artists unafraid to speak out against the mogul. As a veteran in the music industry, Snoop has seen it all, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And in recent times, he hasn't been shy about calling out Diddy for his behavior, particularly when it comes to his parties and his overindulgence in alcohol. While many have tiptoed around Diddy's alleged misconduct, Snoop has stood firm, pointing out that no one is above accountability, especially when it comes to exploiting young, aspiring artists. What has made Snoop's stance all the more shocking is the unspoken fear that many in the industry have when it comes to Diddy. Power he wields over the careers of so many artists has created a climate of silence around his behavior. These artists, rappers and singers alike, owe their success to Diddy's influence, making it difficult for them to speak out against him. They've become entangled in a web of power dynamics where speaking out could jeopardize their career trajectory. Yet, despite his reputation, the cracks in Diddy's empire are beginning to show, and more voices are speaking up. The most significant controversy surrounding Diddy has always been his notorious parties. To the outside world, they appeared to be the epitome of success. Glamorous, star-studded events where the brightest stars in Hollywood rubbed elbows with the music industry's.
You can't get success. You can't get success unless you do these rituals, man. Come on, man. Diddy was the thing popping, man. Diddy, you know what I mean? You can't get success till you go to these rituals, man. Diddy was this, you know what I mean? He was the one, you know what I mean, that was success in the industry, man. Snoop Dogg wasn't even, you know what I mean, he wasn't even the top rapper of the West Coast, man. So that what should that tell you? That should tell you a lot, man. When Pop was the hottest West Coast rapper, man, Snoop Dogg got to get hit and get himself in, man. He wasn't even you know what I mean, he wasn't even a hot West Coast rapper, man. You see how he went to No Limit, and you see how his relationship with Suge Knight was, you know what I mean, was kind of rocky. And, you know, this makes sense, man. This makes sense that, you know what I mean, he was part of the gatekeepers, man. He found Diddy. You know what I mean? He had to get somewhere, right? He went from gangster. Let's peep this. He went from gangster, you know what I mean, rap, right? To him being a murder, to him being a sexual rape rape case, and then now I'm being the golden boy in Hollywood, right?
Elite. However, those who have attended Diddy's infamous gatherings know that these events are anything but innocent. Behind closed doors, they were often fueled by excess alcohol, drugs, and a disturbing level of manipulation. Snoop Dogg has not been the only artist to voice concerns about the dangerous and unpredictable atmosphere at these gatherings. Artists who have attended Diddy's parties have reported instances of aggression, particularly when Diddy is intoxicated. One infamous incident occurred at the BET Hip Hop Awards after party in 2011, when Diddy threw ice at an attendee for drinking the wrong kind of alcohol, Grey Goose. It may have seemed like an isolated event, but it was merely a glimpse into the volatile behavior that Diddy could display when under the influence. There are also long-standing rumors about the darker side of Diddy's parties, particularly the allegations of grooming and manipulation. Snoop Dogg himself has acknowledged that many artists, particularly those just starting out, attended Diddy's gatherings to further their careers. But as time has gone on, it's become clear that these connections may come at a high price. Rumors have swirled that Diddy used his power to take advantage of young artists, luring them into his world with promises of fame and fortune.
You see that shit? Young artists, man. Young artists. Kids was drug promised, you know what I mean, a career and never had it. Imagine, man. Imagine you been great. You been bribed up, promised a career, right? And you never had it. It was just snatched from you. You know what I mean? 30 years they've been pushing this gender, man. The secret society's been pushing gender. You know what I mean? This imagine 30 years how many people was promised careers and never had it. Never had it. So you can't make this stuff up, man. I'm gonna rewind where a lot of people you have to get to the source. You got to get to the big man. You got to get to the big magician, the big icon. Who was running it? Who was running at the time, man? That's who you have to go to, man. Diddy was running this shit the whole time, man. He was running this shit. Go through him. If you want to get in, you have to see. So you can't make this kind of stuff up, man. Snoop Doggy Dogg he couldn't even hold the West Coast. To show you Pop hold the West Coast. He had to get himself and find him and get himself in you know what I mean, in the industry some way. He had to keep his music. Brand alive, man. But you got to go through these satanic rituals, man. You can't make this stuff up, man.
Clear that these connections may come at a high price. Rumors have swirled that Diddy used his power to take advantage of young artists, luring them into his world with promises of fame and fortune, only to later exploit them in troubling ways. Snoop, who has known Diddy for years, is one of the few who has seen beyond the surface-level friendship and admiration. He's been open about the power dynamic in their relationship, recognizing the potential for abuse when one person holds so much control over another's career. Despite their shared history, Snoop hasn't hesitated to call out Diddy, particularly when it comes to his erratic behavior and the way he uses his influence over young artists. One of the most disturbing allegations comes from Gene Deal, Diddy's former bodyguard, who is claimed to have witnessed Diddy's troubling behavior firsthand. According to Deal, Diddy would often request that he guard doors while he engaged in intimate acts with male artists. These claims were not only shocking but added to the growing pile of accusations against the mogul. While Diddy has never confirmed or denied these allegations, the increasing number of credible voices speaking out against him is hard to ignore. Diddy's pattern of manipulation and control over his artists has led many to wonder whether his career would ever recover from these mounting accusations. Artists who were once eager to be in his inner circle have grown disillusioned with the environment he has created. Power and connections that once made Diddy's parties a must-attend event now seem like a dangerous gamble for many. And as more artists come forward with their stories, it's becoming increasingly difficult for the industry to ignore the darker side of the mogul's empire. As these stories continue to unfold, many are left questioning why Diddy's behavior has been allowed to go unchecked for so long. The fear of losing career opportunities has kept many artists from speaking out, but that is slowly changing. Snoop Dogg, despite his own history with Diddy, has become one of the most vocal critics of the mogul's actions. His willingness to stand up to Diddy serves as an inspiration for other artists who have long remained silent, afraid of the consequences that would come with exposing the truth. It's not just Snoop who is speaking out against Diddy's behavior. Other artists have also begun to share their experiences. Some have claimed that Diddy uses his power to manipulate young talents, pushing them into uncomfortable situations to maintain his influence. These accusations go beyond simple allegations of drunken misbehavior. They point to a pattern of exploitation that has permeated the music industry.
That means, coercion, trafficking, all this heinous behavior that comes in the industry, man. When you've been promised this career, and you gotta know how long these people have been doing it, been holding it down. They've been doing this crap for 30 years, and it's not surprising anymore. It's not. I don't want you guys to be surprised from it anymore because it has to be exposed. Hollywood at some point have to be exposed. At some point, I always said that the industry gonna go down, and they're gonna get a lot of black celebrities before they get all the all the right celebrities. They're gonna line up the black celebrities. You see the lineup. See Jay-Z. After Jay-Z, it's gonna be Snoop. It's gonna be a lineup, you guys, and it's gonna be a lineup of celebrities, man. Look, man. Let's imagine how many tapes there was, man. I don't believe that all the tapes was at Diddy's house. There was tapes flowing everywhere. That's why Hollywood was a cover up that wildfires that you seen that's going on. It's mainly the celebrities' homes was burnt. That was all the celebrities' homes that was burnt, man. There was these tapes flowing around, man. They didn't want to get to the major tapes, man. They didn't want to lead y'all into the major tapes, man. These tapes was flowing around, and you know what, man? It was flowing around for like over $500 million, man. And they just burned all the evidence, man. But you know what? The truth of the matter is, the Fed got some tapes. How many tapes they got, we don't know. But one thing I can tell you, that one tape tells the story, man. Even if they don't have all the tapes, right? You know what that's going to lead to, right? That's going to lead to the prosecution have to subpoena in multiple witnesses, right? That's what's going to lead to. Why you think when they were saying that his RICO federal indictment can take up to 2, 3, 4 years, 5 years. This is the reason why I tell you guys that Trump is not going to give Diddy a pardon, because his case can take up for so long, right? Why you think that it could take up for so long? Because this is why they were saying, man. See, you gotta understand. When Hollywood was a cover up in these wildfires, man, you gotta remember, man. There's tapes flowing throughout the whole Hollywood. Tapes is flowing. Don't think that Diddy the only one have these tapes, man. The tapes, a lot of people had these tapes, man. So why you think that they had a plan? Okay, this, we have to do something. Because when the feds raid and they go to the investigation, man. But you know what, man? Like I said, man. However this transpired, man. Because if it was through God that brought the fire in LA, that was through the grace, a sign that can never be remembered. You can never forget. You remember the day that the wildfires happened. Just keep in mind that it was they that during the global wars, there was mocking God. But like I've been trying to say to you guys, the FBI They got a tape that they had Snoop Doggy Dogg, Usher, Justin Bieber, and more celebrities on this tape. Now, each tape tells a story. They always tell a revealing, shocking story. And I believe at some point, who's going to be next up in these and the list is going to be Snoop Doggy Dogg. He's going to be next up in the list, man. See, you got to understand something. A lot of people brands is on the line, man. When one man went down, just think about it. A lot of people money was tied up, man. Snoop Doggy Dogg, his money was tied up. So why you think, you know what I mean? Why you think he has to, you know what I mean? Snoop Doggy Dogg, if you know, man, he don't have good ties with Trump. That was something that, you know what I mean? These people got to eat, man. They got to feed their families, man. When the last time you seen the latest people, you know what I mean, go trying to get a bag and go get a concert going trying to pick up a bag, man? When the latest you seen that? You know, Fat Joe was booed in Chicago. Snoop was trying to perform in Las Vegas. He wasn't comfortable. These people got to make some money, man. Look what's going on with Jim Jones, man. Y'all don't understand, man. That Diddy went down and took a toll. It took a toll of the industry, man. It took a toll, man. Y'all now understand what I'm saying. It took a toll. A lot of people, like I said, a lot of people money was tied, man. Let's roll this video, man.
Industry for years. While the public may have only recently become aware of these stories, many of the artists involved have been carrying these burdens for a long time. One of the most high-profile incidents in Diddy's history involved his alleged mistreatment of Usher. Before Usher became a household name, he reportedly lived with Diddy when he was just 14 years old. While the specifics of their relationship remain unclear, it's impossible to ignore the implications of a 14-year-old living in the home of one of the most powerful figures in the entertainment industry. Over the years, rumors about Diddy's alleged inappropriate behavior with young male artists have only grown louder, leading many to believe that there may be more to the story than what's been revealed. Then there's the ongoing feud between Diddy and 50 Cent, which has become one of the most talked about rivalries in the industry. 50 Cent, known for his sharp tongue and fearless attitude, has been vocal about his disdain for Diddy, particularly over the issue of his sexuality. Many believe that 50 Cent's decision to not sign with Bad Boy Records was based on Diddy's demands for him to conform to a set of rules that he wasn't willing to follow. Though the details of their feud remain murky, it's clear that Diddy's manipulative behavior and control over his artists have played a significant role in their fractured relationship. As artists like Snoop Dogg speak out against Diddy's toxic behavior, his once untouchable empire is starting to crumble. The growing calls for accountability suggest that the era of unchecked fall from grace highlights the dangers of unchecked power and fame. Artists who once sought his connections are now questioning their choices, realizing that success shouldn't come at the cost of integrity. Stories of exploitation and abuse are emerging.
People like Snoop. I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. Snoop's experience when Snoop got involved with Diddy and these parties, man. You know, be Snoop Doggy Dogg, man. Diddy breaks you. He don't care where you at. He'll get the camera on you. He'll breaks you. He spikes you. You never, if you ain't never been to these parties, you know, sometimes you gotta go and see it for yourself, man. Diddy is the type of person, if you've been to his party, if you know that they hand you a drink and it's well spiced, he's the type of person that he don't want you to tell the other person. If this person ain't been to my party, let him find out. So Snoop Doggy Dogg, the dog pound, you know what I mean? he's welcome to the party. You know, you gotta remember, man, Snoop Dogg smoking a lot of weed, so he smoking a lot of weed, and he ain't gonna remember too much, man. First thing, yeah, you know, Snoop Dogg drinks. So when you smoking a lot of weed and you drink, of course you're gonna just take a drink. You ain't gonna know it's spice or anything, man. And you gotta remember, man, Snoop Dogg don't come to a party if it's early. You'll catch Snoop on the midnight hour. This was like a midnight hour. Snoop Dogg came to this party on the midnight hour when you know what I mean, when they already getting these freak off sections started, right? Yeah, Snoop Dogg got in the party, man. You know, first thing they do, they introduce you, boom, and they introduce you with a drink, man. And then don't tell them if you have several drinks, man. This one drink can just knock you out. Yeah, so Snoop, you know what I mean? Snoop been in the bedroom. You know what I mean? He been in Diddy's bedroom. He been in that queen size bedroom, man. That 50-inch bed. You know what I mean? Every celebrity been in Diddy's room, man. They went back. Just think, man. Snoop went in there, man. Like I said, spiked with that drink. Probably took a sip, because you know how Snoop is when it comes to drinks, man. He takes a little sip and sit it down. Man, just a couple of sips, man. Whoever got in those drinks, man, that can spice you where you can't remember nothing, where you don't need too much, man. You don't need see where Diddy messed up at. You know what I mean? Where the state was going to show these videos of him having immune of seeing someone knocked out, showing pictures of people knocking out his party, man. How you gonna see when it comes to that, man? How you gonna argue that, man? They're gonna already know these drinks with spice. Thank you, brother. They're gonna know that these drinks with spice, right? And you handing a drink out to a brother. Next thing you know, it only takes him 2 or 3 minutes, man, to, you know what I mean, to be out. You know, that's all it takes for someone to have a drink. If it's spiced real good, you know, look, man. And all Diddy's bodyguards, Diddy got bodyguards, man. And I'm quite sure when Snoop got spiked, send him in the room, send him in the Master King's bedroom. Right? They locked the door. And this is how they get all the victims, man. This is how Snoop Dogg was found sleeping with Diddy, man. And then when they go get Diddy, man, from the mansion home, Diddy said, "Yep, got me one. Who's in my room?" He goes in there, man. He goes in with the cameraman laying there. Yeah, man. Diddy whole thing is make you a punk. See, he want to be control of all the gatekeepers, man. And that's what Diddy was, man. Diddy made a lot of these people, you know what I mean, his bitch, man. You know what I mean? For real, man. So this is some real shit, man. You know what I mean? They hire girls, they hire boys. It don't matter, man. At the end of the day, he's gonna be control. He's gonna be control of the industry. This is why they had him control the industry. You see, you know what I mean? There been a downfall. Sooner or later, man, you can't run it for so long. You only can do this for so long, and you know what I mean? He been working it for 30 years. Just imagine 30 years you had control, you had power, you had this influence of the industry for 30 years. 30 years, y'all.
Challenging the power dynamics that once protected figures like Diddy. As the truth unfolds, the pressing question is how long it will take for the music industry to hold him accountable.
So, what are your thoughts? Like, share and subscribe, and thanks for watching.
Snoop Dogg, one of hip-hop's most vocal icons, has pledged complete silence in the explosive P. Diddy case. As Diddy faces serious allegations from misconduct to racketeering, many followers of this case, myself included, are baffled with Snoop's complete silence. Their relationship goes way back. Snoop even performed at Diddy's 50th birthday bash, which could be seen as a sign of a long-standing friendship. Or is it? But now, could Snoop be distancing himself from a growing scandal? What do you think is behind the silence? Let me know in the comments.
Snoop Dogg's animosity towards Diddy can be traced back.
Look this, man. You can't make this stuff up, man. FBI confirms Snoop Dogg private tape with Diddy, man. His private tape with Diddy. Look, you can't make this up, man. Snoop Dogg. See, when Tony Budget said you hear these big names. Yeah, man, you hear these names, man. It says Suge Knight says isn't only one to blame in. Suge Knight says Diddy isn't only one to blame in an indictment call out other rappers for their silence. For their silence. Look. Los Angeles, in his most recent jailhouse interview, Suge Knight shared his perspective after Sean Diddy Combs was arrested and booked following his indictment contains disturbing allegations including sex trafficking. In the 1990s, the Bad Boys Death Row record was in the heat of one of the hip-hop most violent rivalries highlighted in music by Notorious B.I.G. 1995 diss track, Who Shot You? And Tupac Shakur Ruthless track, Hit 'Em Up, that was released the following year. It says months later, Shakur was killed in a drive-by shooting in Las Vegas, and 6 months later, Biggie Small, born Christopher Wallace, was murdered in Los Angeles. Small's murder remained unsolved while the trial of Keith Davis, the last man alive suspect in Shakur's murder, is scheduled to begin in November. It says judge to declare if a man accused Tupac Shakur murder gets house arrest nearly 3 decades after Small's deadly shooting. Diddy, one of the most recognizable names in the music and business, sit in prison in a swirl of legal troubles. Combs was formerly charged with racketeering, conspiracies, sex trafficking, and transportation to engage in prostitution. So it says previously covered Diddy indictment, widely known allegation against Sean Combs, explained by TMZ. Me personally, I don't jump and cheer for no black man or any other human being going to prison. Knight told News Nation that men have kids. Whatever affect him definitely affect his kids. He also acknowledged the impact on victims and their children's. Diddy victims, it says, speak publicly for the first time. So it says here, federal authority says the allegation against Diddy was widely known and went on for years. However, Knight said Diddy isn't the only one. Diddy essentially the fall guy. Puff didn't get to where he got, but doing those things listed in allegations by himself. He was topped by people before him. And he did it to the younger people after him, Knight claimed, who may have influenced the Diddy's problematic behavior. The Death Row record founder named Clyde Davis Russell Simmons, and Jimmy. So see, in addition to naming music executive, he also called out some big names in the music industry for staying silent and that defending Diddy. You know, these names you see: Jay-Z, Dre, Snoop Dogg, T.I. And these names, you just hear a list of names. It says, I don't care if it is T.I. I don't care if it's Rick Ross. I don't care if it's Jay-Z, right? I don't care if it's Snoop Dogg. I don't care if it's Dre. I don't care if it's the game, nobody stepping out on the fact that you know what's going on. Knight says. Everything is silence, man. These people know what's going on, man. When Diddy took that fall, man, everybody was silence, man. You got people brand, you got people careers, you got people reputation. All that's, man, all that play an impact. See, this is why you should know who's next, man. The FBI confirms that they got Snoop Dogg in these private sex tapes with Diddy. That they got him hiring girls and boys, man. You can't make this stuff up, man. It says related coverage. It says Diddy LA home raided by Homeland Security. Diddy criticized excessive force on son as Homeland Security raid rappers LA home. It says during the raid, Homeland Security investigation agents confiscated evidence from the home. A month later, federal investigators revealed they seized firearms, ammunition, electronic device that contains image and videos of multiple victims. In addition, federal investigators found lubricate and 1,000 bottles of baby oil that his staff reported used to stock hotel rooms for the freak-offs. Now, keep in mind, there was another person that knew Diddy well by the name of Philip Pines. He was a worker of Diddy, and you know, this is shocking, you guys, because he was like a manager of Diddy's, and he was the one that served Diddy and cleaned up the hotels. Inside the hotels, he found lubricated condoms. He found bottles of baby oil, blood on the sheets. You know what I mean? Sperm on the on the sheets. You know, I mean, he came across finding a lot of things. You know what I mean? You know, on that. You know what I mean? On that night of the freak offs. So many think that Philip Pines can be the star witness in the prosecution case, and we got another bombshell that Diddy lawsuit music faced accusation of pink cocaine and freak offs. It says they all got the tapes. This had been going on for a long time, Knight says. Knight is currently serving a 28-year prison sentence at San Diego Ronald Donovan Correctional Faculty for voluntary manslaughter in the 2015 killing of Terry Carter. Excuse me there. I got a sore throat. Now let's go deeper, man. Because they don't even want you guys to know who's next. Don't y'all see the lineup here? It says FBI confirmed private tapes of Snoop Dogg and Diddy involvement. Hire girls, man. Hire girls. It says Snoop Dogg sleep with Diddy. Lawyers confirmed tape sold. Tape is sold, man.
To talk about the Diddy celebrity tapes he has possession of, and also exclusive details surrounding Diddy and Gene Deal's involvement with Biggie's death and the origins of Kim Porter's alleged memoir.
It looks like all those speculations about Snoop Dogg's creepy connection with Diddy might really be true. A lawyer has allegedly confirmed the sale of a tape that features an A-list celeb with Diddy in a compromising situation, and allegedly that person is none other than Snoop Dogg. This happened after a Diddy insider came forward with alleged tapes of Diddy's relationships with other Hollywood men and hard copies of Kim Porter's real memoir.
Snoop let the Diddy rub on his hand. You understand? And that's where one of the exes come from, Snoop.
Can you hold it up a little bit more? Let me see how that. Oh yeah.
See that there? Snoop Doggy Dogg holding hands with Diddy. You can't. I told y'all when you want to go up, and Diddy was holding the keys. You had to go to Diddy. You had to go to Diddy, man. Snoop Doggy Dogg wasn't holding the keys, man. They gave Diddy the keys to the West Coast, man. Diddy hold the keys to LA. He hold the keys, you know, Miami and Brooklyn, man. Diddy. Snoop was losing out his reputation, man. Pop hold the West. Yeah, you can't make this stuff up, man. Pop hold the West Coast, man, for a long time, man. The Game didn't hold the West Coast. Yeah, the Game was in the freak off too, man. See, you couldn't, you know what I mean? To elevate in the industry, you gotta go to the person who hired. Diddy was hired, man. He was higher rate. He was higher in his class. He was a higher ranking, man. You can't make this stuff up, man. You got a photo of Diddy and Snoop. You know what I mean? Snoop looking around. See what's going on, man. You see this picture, man? Snoop is looking around because he's embarrassed, man. He gotta go to the ritual, man. Look, man, how is it that you've been a gangster rapper, right? Snoop Doggy Dogg was battling murder. You know what I mean? And then he was battling a rape case. And then all of a sudden you've been a Hollywood golden boy. Look, man. Look, man. Diddy got him. I got one. Snoop looking around, man. And he's in disbelief, man. He can't believe this is what he have to do, man. You know, when you in trouble in Hollywood, man, when you went from calling yourself a gangster rapper and you know what I mean, he's fighting a murder, don't know what, you know what I mean, you gotta understand something, y'all. He didn't know, you know what I mean, if his life was finna end right then and there, man. The moment he did his murder, the moment he beat that rape charge, the moment he went all in Hollywood, man. That's when he went all the way in Hollywood, man. That's when he was a golden boy. You know what I mean? And you gotta understand, man. He had to do these rituals all over again, man. Because y'all not peeping the play. When you sign your soul to the Satan, and Snoop Doggy Dogg was known as a gangster rapper. He trying to, you know what I mean? That's why he had the murder hanging on him, man. But soon he was praying in court, man. Soon he had to get him, you know what I mean, the lawyers that OJ had, right? And it was a miracle he was praying, a miracle that he beat those charges. Notice that on that screen right here that he's holding hands with Diddy, man. He has to start that ritual all over again. Y'all gotta see it for yourself, man, and peep the play, man. He had to start all over again. That's why there's been rumors that he's been sleeping with Diddy, man. And who knows what they did. I tell y'all, man. I tell y'all something, man. You can't play with this, man. This is like the embarrassing moment you can see two mans holding hands. And you know, first thing, Snoop Doggy Dogg looking around, man. Cause Snoop Doggy Dogg, like, man, look, man, my brand is in jeopardy, man. Everything is, but he had to follow the satanic order, man. I'm telling you, man. And who was high? Who was the highest man? Who was the highest of them all? Diddy.
Dang.
You know what I'm saying? We don't hold our man hand. We shake it and get get it back in our pocket.
According to this insider, Diddy was just a pawn, and Snoop was the mastermind. The insider, Courtney Burgess, is the CEO of Alter Ego Records, a music veteran of 35 years from New Jersey. Now, we have been hearing about these tapes for months without any evidence, but this insider is claiming that he actually possesses the videotapes of all the debauchery that was going down in these parties, from freak-offs to celebrities swapping partners. Burgess revealed that federal agents had raided his home in search of evidence. Days later, on October 24th, Burgess received a subpoena to surrender flash drives, electronic devices, and other materials connected to Diddy. Burgess testified at a federal courthouse in Lower Manhattan, October 31st, represented by attorney Ariel Mitchell, who also represents other victims of Diddy who are on these tapes. In his interview, Burgess claimed that tapes in his possession included footage of two young or underage artists, allegedly Usher and Justin Bieber, as well as mentions of Jaden Smith. Now, several industry people like Suge Knight and Kanye West have been calling out Snoop for...
See, I told y'all. Then I told y'all who was on the tapes? Yeah, Snoop, Justin Bieber, Usher. That was the main people that's on the tapes. There's many more. But I just want to tell you guys who's on these tapes, man. You can't make this stuff up, man. Snoop Dogg's part of the gatekeeper, man. Can't make this stuff up, man. He lost a lot of reputation. He lost a lot of friends. He lost a lot of people in his circle. I'm just trying to just like fill in the dotted line for you guys, man. You can't make this stuff up. And don't be shocked that Snoop is on the list, man. He's either next up, but he's on that list, man. Once I won't be surprised once the trial gets underway. Within the next couple of weeks, man, Snoop Dogg's name is going to be talked.
Moving like a snitch for decades, and now we have actual evidence that Snoop might not be as innocent as he seems. During a phone interview with Chris Cuomo, Suge Knight from prison had a lot of things to say about Diddy's case. He said in respect to the SA, Diddy only passed on to the younger generation after him what the older generation before him did to him. When asked to explain, he goes to mention top names in the industry as the older generation, and Snoop Dogg's name happened to be a part of them, and that Snoop and Jay-Z knew what Diddy was up to, but still egged him on.
Now, I don't care if it's T.I., I don't care if it's Rick Ross, I don't care if it's Jay, I don't care if it's Snoop, I don't care if it's Game, I don't care if it's Dre. Nobody's stepping up on the fact that you know what's going on.
Nobody's defending him.
You had guys at Interscope.
You're right.
Okay.
Nobody's
Nobody's stepping up. When Diddy went down, ain't nobody stepping up. Nobody's saying that, man. Nobody's saying that. Why is that, man? Why nobody? Cause they know, man. They know they was at these freak off parties, man. The game was there. Game was tenant many times at the freak off party. Their brand is so important, man. Their reputation is so important, man. Everything they got, man, their wife and kids is so important, man. And all that can just be gone. If someone comes out and spill the beans, you see Suge Knight, man. Suge Knight's in jail, man. They bring in, you know what I mean, NBC inside these jails to have a talk. See, they're gonna get a case sooner or later. They gonna look, man. Look, man, it's a puzzle. They got a puzzle, and they're working on this puzzle, man. Oh, they filling in every piece, man. They're filling in every gaps, man. I'm telling you, man, you're gonna have a lot of people that's coming in and questioning. It's gonna really open up the Pandora, man. But you don't realize that Suge Knight opened up a big Pandora box there. You know. And when Diddy's trial gets underway, when they start looking into these tapes, it's gonna be an order. It's gonna be a single order, man. That's why I said Snoop Dogg is right. He's next. They're gonna question Justin Bieber. They're gonna question us because they're all in these tapes, man. Don't you think the feds already looking into these tapes and they see who's who? Don't you hear what people saying, man, that they got tapes of Snoop Dogg sleeping with Diddy, man? They got these tapes surfing, man. Come on, man. And if we got all, if we could see all this, right, and we could talk about this on our live and our videos, right? Let's think about what the feds have, man. This is the thing. See, guilty. See, guilty. You know what I mean? Of all of these celebrities, you see a guilty conscience, man. You see guilt and Diddy, man. They got tapes of Diddy, man, spiking up shit, and he's saying, "Look, man, this is what happened to people when they come to a Diddy's party." Come on, man. Come on, man. That's the worst thing a person can do, man. When they got the tape and they got people falling out at these parties, man. Come on, man. It ain't. See. That's the proof. That's the proof. I want to show you guys. I want to tell you guys. That's the proof. When they got tape, and Diddy showing his last victims that, look, man, this what people do at these parties, man. Come on, that's evidence right there. That's enough evidence right there. That's enough evidence of coercion. Come on, y'all gotta understand, man. That's enough evidence that the state just need, right? This right there. That's enough right there for a conviction.
Defend again, but that's why I was interested in hearing your perspective.
Suge also said that anyone who wants to become someone in the music industry, they all have undergo a test. And as a result of that test, the test called the boiled egg test allegedly involves raw eggs being inserted into the backside of a young artist. And it must not be, should it break, they do not pass the test.
You know what they show. They used to have a thing in the industry, right? The sad thing about it, I don't like mentioning Usher. I don't like mentioning Justin Bieber. I don't like mentioning all these people that everybody know what time it is. So at the same time, they used to have a joke. They never played this joke with me. And they used to walk in the Interscope office. They'd go back there and they'd be like, "Hey, we passed the test." I said, "We haven't did the test." One dude said, "Well, don't say that in front of Mr. Knight because he's going to take it offensive and hurt somebody." I said, "Well, whatever it is, I probably will take it offensive when somebody will get their ass whooped." You know, that was me in those days. They used to have these guys, they used to call it the boiled egg test. They could take a boiled egg, a raw boiled egg, and have those guys put their pants down and bend over and they stick it up there. The eggs break, they say they're not ready yet. They ain't put enough work in. This is Hollywood. So everybody want to go act like they don't know what's going on.
Hold on a second.
But
Sure.
if you just look,
Sure.
all you got to do is
I have never heard of anything like that. So if I haven't heard about it, just assume a lot of people haven't heard that before. But you think it's on video?
Let's stop for a second.
Go ahead, sure.
Yeah, listen, and also, have you ever been to any puppy parties?
No.
You sure that's a long time to think about it. But if you ever been in those butt naked parties, even some of the been in those parties, and they wasn't on their knees praying for God. See, they was praying for somebody to have come real quick or something. But I wasn't there, but it's proof of it. But at the same time, everybody want to look around and act like something going on that wasn't right. It's the facts of life in the industry, not for the people who don't get in. So everybody, you gotta look at it like this.
This is big facts. This is facts, y'all. What Suge Knight is saying is facts. If you're invited to these parties, if they like you, you can be a part of the gatekeepers, man. The reason why I'm saying what Suge Knight is saying is facts, and he ain't been to the party because this is what goes down in Hollywood, man. Even if you're not a celebrity, if you're not an upcoming rapper, man. I told you I've been to all these parties. I got so much invitation. I get invitation almost every other week to something in Hollywood. Like I said, I just got the last invitation was the Golden Globe Awards. When days later, you know what I mean, they had that wildfire. Yeah, I have been given invitations, and I seen that this is why I'm telling you guys, I seen Hollywood for what it is, man. This is why when you go to these parties, yeah, they take your phone. You know what I mean? You have to sign. You have to, you know what I mean? It's paperwork you have to sign off to. You know what I mean? It's a lot of stuff that goes really on these parties, man. This is real. This is real stuff, man. You know when you get like when you get invited to these parties, you get these invites. It's give you they give you the introducement. You're getting introduced to all the Hollywood celebrities. And the first thing when you at these parties, they want you comfortable. They want you to relax. That's why they spark you up with a drink and stuff, man. You can't make this stuff up, man. And if you feeling woozy and if you're unconscious, they get you, man. They get you, and you know what I mean. It's a game. You got to pay attention, man. That's why I don't drink. You don't drink when you know what I mean. You never go somewhere you drink, man. You never want to drink when you somewhere at a party. You want to make sure you are right. You want to make sure you can leave the place and you know what I mean, and you can get up out of there, man. But make a long story short, there's a lot of drinks. People always, for some reason, people always offer you a drink. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? They spice you with a drink. That's how everything gets started. And then if you out, man, you see like 3 or 4 of them carry you, man, carry you into some kind of room, man. It goes on because I seen this with my eyes. This is how I know a lot of people is gang rape. People get gang rape. People become led victims because I seen these things with my eyes, man. This is why you can't make these kind of stuff up, man. These are parties. The Suge Knight said that people get invited, man. And they always, you know what I mean? They always spark you up with a drink. They actually, if you smoke, everything is laced at these parties, man. So with Suge Knight saying, man, Suge Knight never went to these parties, but he knows all this stuff goes down in Hollywood. He got the reports. There's someone that's really good with Suge Knight, and you know what I mean? They go to these parties. This is how, man. Come on, man. You can't make this stuff up. This is what goes on in Hollywood, man. This is what goes on in Hollywood, man. You don't have to be an education. You don't have to have an education. You don't have to be, you know what I mean, a genius, and you know what I mean, in school. Nah, man. This is part of networking in the industry, man. A lot of people network like this. This is how people networks. This is how people network in Hollywood, man.
You see a beautiful woman, or you see a handsome man, and it was like that all their life. From elementary school to junior high school to high school, they forced to go to college, right? They always knew they had something special about themselves. But you take some of the Hollywood executives or some artists, they might have been the ugly duckling for a long time before they had the teeth sticks and lipsticks and nose sticks, all the work done. Underneath, they still the young people with no confidence, but they've been that way all their life. So all of a sudden, if you look at Puffy Hope, don't look nothing like his new. You know, shit, they didn't do everything.
But sure, just because he has plastic surgery.
And now this insider claims that Snoop knew everything that was going on and was even recorded on some tapes. In his interview with the Lionel B Show, Lionel asked Courtney about a bunch of exes found in Kim Porter's memoir and who those exes were referring to. Courtney says that those exes refer to Snoop Dogg and goes on to say that it shows that Snoop had been in bed with Diddy. So
now another part of that book as well, I want to kind of switch gears just a little bit. Mm-hmm. Now, in the PG version, there's exes. There's a bunch of exes for certain people's names. Like who was the exes that was taken out of the book?
The exes was for Snoop. Yeah, it was for him, about him sleeping with, supposed to be in the bed with Diddy.
Whoa.
And they caught it. You understand? Like I said, we call him the director. You don't sit on his lap or do what Diddy want to do. It's cut. You do what he wants you to do. It's action.
In his interview, Courtney was asked how the PG version of the memoir was different from the R-rated version. Courtney pointed out pictures, stated how men don't touch each other the way Diddy touched some in the video, like Snoop rubbing on Diddy's hand, Diddy and Neo's closeness, Diddy and his junior being oiled up, and Andre being pulled in Diddy's embrace as if they had just tongue-kissed.
Snoop letting Diddy rub on his hand.
Damn.
You understand? And that's where one of the exes come from, Snoop.
Oh, can you hold it up a little bit more? Let me see how that... Oh, yeah, damn.
See that?
You know what I'm saying? We don't hold our man hand. We shake it and get it back in our pocket.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They got Diddy and Neo. And if you heard Neo's wife call him Little Diddy, they like freak off, get high and get freak off. They all baby oil you up.
Oh, man, what the hell is that?
You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
Eyes
Not
wide.
him and the son. That's the son, right?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. Damn.
And you got Andre Harrell. He hugged up like they finished tongue kissing.
Yeah.
We don't hug on our boys like that, sitting there close on each other's lap. You know what I'm saying? Then we got Snoop and Diddy, you know, in an appropriate way. But the reason why they in there is speak about that and with Biggie. Now, how you roll with Pac? This is a big question for everybody.
Courtney even goes further to say that Snoop was a snitch for the whole LAPD, and none of the charges put up against him ever stuck, and he'd get released without filing the paperwork.
He sweet with his L out. Snoop's son grew up with Diddy's son, and we know it. We just see how far he was doing. He was a double agent. You understand? He was a double agent for the record labels, and he was a snitch for the LAPD. You understand? When he had the murder, he got caught with some weed. Should went to bail him out, but he was already released with no paperwork. He bought his way out of a charge of two white 50-year-old young ladies. You understand? He don't respect no females. The black females, he put dog chains around. You understand? So he's no better. He just got his own type of way. You understand?
And let's not forget, Suge has been saying for years that Snoop Dogg wasn't as loyal to Tupac as G.E. claimed to be.
And I knew that Pac did everything right by him by putting him on All Eyes on Me, speaking about him and being real with him. And if it's true what they say,
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
face to face is gonna be a lot of explaining to do.
But Suge didn't stop there. He reminded everyone that he's known Snoop.
So it says Snoop slept with Diddy. Lawyer confirmed tape sold. TMZ. Says Snoop Dogg slept with Diddy. Lawyer confirmed tape is sold. So the tape is flowing out. And you know what I mean? There's numerous of tapes, first of all. Because on one it says FBI confirmed Snoop Dogg private tape at Diddy's parties. And it had that supposedly Snoop was hiring girls and boys. Let's roll this clip, man, because, man, Suge Knight spilled the beans, man, that all these people watch. T.I. Snoop. He said he don't care if it's T.I. Snoop, the game. Rick Ross. I mean, he dropped he dropped a lot of names, man.
Snoop for years, and even brought up how he was the one who fronted the money for Snoop's bail during that case way back in the day. Suge's basically saying that Snoop owes him big time, and now it seems like he's throwing that back in Snoop's face, implying that Snoop turned his back on him after everything Suge did for him.
I've been doing that young dude a long time. He ain't young no more, but I've been doing it since he was a young man. And I did everything in my power to make sure he kept his freedom.
One user even said, my suspension and gut instincts since the 90s about Snoop and Diddy have been proven correct. What kind of man would...
Man, remember what I told y'all, man. Remember what I said, man. Suge Knight did a lot for Snoop, man. He bailed him out. He bailed him out of jail. He did a lot for this man, man. You know, and it's coming. This is coming for sure. Now he says my suspicion and gut instinct since the '90s about Snoop and Diddy have been proven correct. What kind of man would rather kick it with Diddy over Pop, man? You gotta remember, man. Snoop Dogg was Tupac right hand man, man. They used to kick it, man. They used to kick it with each other, man. But the moments that Tupac was, you know what I mean, recognized as the greatest West Coast rapper, Snoop wasn't buying that, man. You see, Snoop had the jealousy, man. He had the ego, man. He let pride get in the way, man. Just look at the whole Death Row. Just look at Dre, man. Dre, Snoop, you know what I mean? You know, be Corrupt, Dash. They didn't really like the fact that Tupac was holding it down in the West, man. They didn't really like the fact, man. But Suge Knight did a lot of things for Snoop, man. You know what I mean? He did a lot for Snoop, man. And this is why he's coming out saying, yeah, man. You know what I mean? What kind of man would rather kick it with Diddy over Pop, man? This raised a lot, man. This raised suspicions, man. This raised a lot today, man, that a lot of people think, you know what I mean, that Snoop Dogg, you know what I mean, was involved in Pop's death, man. So, you guys, man, the truth is coming out, man. I think at some point, man, these allegations going to really come out, man, within the next couple of weeks, man. I won't be surprised that the Snoop allegation with Diddy, man, his affair with Diddy will come out, man.
Rather kick it with Diddy than Tupac. Yep, isn't it weird after all that went down with the Tupac, Snoop still rolled with Diddy like that?
And I asked him what he thought. And he flat out said that Snoop is loyal. And he losing friends.
Y'all know the internet had to chime in. Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Reddit, it's all going off. One user wrote, Ben knew Snoop and was a snake, and Pac felt that snake energy too. I just don't know how deep the rabbit hole went, thanks to Kim Porter. Even their last MTV interview, Snoop had that sus look on his face like he knew of Pac's imminent demise. SMDH. Kamama will visit him soon enough though. R.I.P. Pac. And I'm glad Kim cleared up the gay rumors about Pac. He was solid. Another said, Snoop looks bisexual and acted ever since he has been running with Diddy, and he always say how he loved Diddy after they shot him. Snoop and Dre was accused of the same, and Dre gay, his wife Es was a trans. Another said, just a coincidence how Snoop starts blowing up. Olympics, NFL, The Voice, T-Mobile, etc. At the same time Puff's world starts to crumble, pure coincidence. Another user posted another hilarious comment saying, that's why Snoop is promoting his marriage so hard right now. Neither Snoop nor Diddy has addressed the allegations directly, and that silence is deafening. Fans are reading into every little move they make or don't make. One user posted, Snoop Dogg and Diddy loves doing it each other back doggy door. But one thing's for sure, this story isn't going away anytime soon. Whether the tape ever sees the light of day or not, the damage is already done. So, what do y'all think? Is Snoop really getting freaking in those tapes? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates. And while you are here, watch this video next.
talk about the Diddy celebrity tapes he has possession of, and also exclusive details surrounding Diddy and Gene Deal's involvement with Biggie's death and the origins of Kim Porter's alleged memoir.
It looks like all those speculations about Snoop Dogg's creepy connection with Diddy might really be true. A lawyer has allegedly confirmed the sale of a tape that features an A-list celeb with Diddy in a compromising situation, and allegedly that person is none other than Snoop Dogg. This happened after a Diddy insider came forward with alleged tapes of Diddy's relationships with other Hollywood men and hard copies of Kim Porter's real memoir.
Snoop let the Diddy rub on his hand. You understand? And that's where one of the exes come from. Snoop.
Oh, can you hold it up a little bit more? Let me see how that. Oh yeah, dang.
You understand? We don't hold our man hand. We shake it and get it back in our pocket.
According to this insider, Diddy was just a pawn and Snoop was the mastermind. The insider, Courtney Burgess, is the CEO of Alter Ego Records, a music veteran of 35 years from New Jersey. Now we have been hearing about these tapes for months without any evidence, but this insider is claiming that he actually possesses the videotapes of all the debauchery that was going down in these parties, from freak-offs to celebrities swapping partners. Burgess revealed that federal agents had raided his home in search of evidence. Days later, on October 24th, Burgess received a subpoena to surrender flash drives, electronic devices, and other materials connected to Diddy. Burgess testified at a federal courthouse in Lower Manhattan October 31st, represented by attorney Ariel Mitchell, who also represents other victims of Diddy who are on these tapes. In his interview, Burgess claimed that tapes in his possession included footage of two young or underage artists, allegedly Usher and Justin Bieber, as well as mentions of Jaden Smith. Now, several industry people like Suge Knight and Kanye West have been calling out Snoop for moving like a snitch for decades, and now we have actual evidence that Snoop might not be as innocent as he seems. During a phone interview with Chris Cuomo, Suge Knight from prison had a lot of things to say about Diddy's case. He said in respect to the essay, Diddy only passed on to the younger generation after him what the older generation before him did to him. When asked to explain, he goes to mention top names in the industry as the older generation, and Snoop Dogg's name happened to be a part of them, and that Snoop and Jay-Z knew what Diddy was up to, but still egged him on.
Now, I don't care if it's T.I., I don't care if it's Rick Ross, I don't care if it's Jay, I don't care if it's Snoop, I don't care if it's Game, I don't care if it's Dre. Nobody's stepping up on the fact that you know what's going on.
Nobody's defending him.
You
You're
had
right.
guys at Interscope.
You're right.
Okay.
Nobody is defending him. That's why I was interested in hearing your perspective.
Suge also said that anyone who wants to become someone in the music industry, they all have undergo a test, and as a result of that test, the test, called the boiled egg test, allegedly involves raw eggs being inserted into the backside of a young artist, and it must not be. Should it break, they do not pass the test.
You know what they show. They used to have a thing in the industry, right? The sad thing about it,
Look, they coming. You know why they coming for Snoop? You know why Snoop Doggy Dogg know that his name is on the list? Why you think Snoop Doggy Dogg got in with Trump? Snoop Doggy Dogg gonna have to go in his pocket get some lawyers, man. Why you think Snoop Doggy Dogg performed? He had to make some money, man, because he knows his name is being dragged in the mess, man, with Diddy, man. You know what I mean? The DA, the FBI, the DA got these tapes. And man, it got Snoop Doggy Dogg involved of hiring girls and boys on these freak off. Look, man, you can't make this stuff up, man. You can't make this stuff up, man. I'm telling you, man. Snoop Doggy Dogg better go in that pocket. He just performed. See, he knows his name's finna be dragged up in this mud, man. And he's gonna have to get in the mud and go in these pockets, give him an attorney, man. Because look, man, his name is being dragged in this mess, man. Snoop's name is dragged in a sex scandal with Diddy, man. And I won't be nothing surprised me anymore, man, if his name will be dragged in the 96 murder pop. Yes, man, we got to definitely talk about this, fam.
don't like mentioning Usher. I don't like mentioning Justin Bieber. I don't like mentioning all these people that everybody know what time it is. So at the same time, they used to have a joke. They never played this joke with me. And they used to walk in the Interscope office. They'd go back there and they'd be like, hey, we passed the test. They said, we haven't did the test. One dude said, well, don't say that in front of Mr. Knight because he's going to take it offensive and hurt somebody. I said, well, whatever it is, I probably would take it offensive when somebody would get their ass whooped. You know, that was me in those days. They used to have these guys, they used to call it the boiled egg test. They could take a boiled egg, a raw boiled egg, they have those guys put their pants down and bend over and they stick it up there. The eggs break, they say they're not ready yet. They ain't put enough work in. This is Hollywood. So everybody want to go act like they don't know what's going on.
Hold on a second.
But
Sure.
if you just look,
Sure.
all you got to do is
I have never heard of anything like that. So if I haven't heard about it, just assume a lot of people haven't heard that before. But you think it's on video?
Let's stop for a second.
Go ahead, sure.
Yeah, listen, and also, have you ever been to any puffy parties?
No.
You sure that's a long time to think about it. But if you haven't been in those butt naked parties, even some of the been in those parties, and they went on their knees praying for God. See, they was praying for somebody to have come real quick or something. But I wasn't there, but it's proof of it. But at the same time, everybody want to look around and act like something going on that wasn't right. It's the facts of life in the industry. Not for the people who don't get in. So, everybody, you got to look at it like this. When you see a beautiful woman, or you see a handsome man, and it was like that all their life. From elementary school to junior high school to high school, they forced to go to college, right? They always knew they had something special about their stuff. But you take some of the Hollywood executives or some artists, they might have been the ugly duckling for a long time before they had the teeth sticks and lipsticks and nose sticks, all the work done. Underneath, they still the young with no confidence, but they've been that way all their life. So all of a sudden, if you look at Puffy Hope, don't look nothing like his new. You know, shit, they didn't do everything.
But sure, just because he has plastic surgery.
And now this insider claims that Snoop knew everything that was going on and was even recorded on some tapes. In his interview with the Lionel B Show, Lionel asked Courtney about a bunch of exes found in Kim Porter's memoir and who those exes were referring to. Courtney says that those exes refer to Snoop Dogg and goes on to say that it shows that Snoop had been in bed with Diddy.
So
Now, another part of that book as well, I want to kind of switch gears just a little bit.
mhm.
Now, in the PG version, there's X's. There's a bunch of X's for certain people's names. Like, who was the X's that was taken out of the book?
The Exodus was for Snoop. Yeah, it was for him. About him sleeping with, supposed to be in the bed with Diddy.
Whoa, that's
And
crazy.
they caught it. You understand?
Damn.
Like I said, we call him the director. You don't sit on his lap or do what Diddy want to do. It's cut. You do what he wants you to do. It's action.
In his interview, Courtney was asked how the PG version of the memoir was different from the R-rated version. Courtney pointed out pictures, stated how men don't touch each other the way Diddy touched some in the video, like Snoop rubbing on Diddy's hand, Diddy and Neo's closeness, Diddy and his junior being oiled up, and Andre being pulled in Diddy's embrace as if they had just tongue-kissed.
Snoop letting Diddy rub on his hand.
Damn.
You understand? And that's where one of the exes come from. Snoop.
Can you hold it up a little bit more? Let me see how that. Oh yeah, dang.
You understand? We don't hold our man hand. We shake it and get it back in our pocket. You
Right.
understand? They got Diddy and Neo. And if you heard Neo's wife call him Little Diddy, they like
Yeah.
freak off, get high and get freak off. They all baby oil you up.
Oh man, what the hell is that?
You understand?
Yo.
You understand? Eyes
Not him
wide.
and the son. That's the son, right?
Yeah. You understand?
Wow. Damn.
And you got Andre Harrell. He hugged up like they finished tongue kissing.
Yeah.
We don't hug on our boys like that. Sitting there close on each other's lap.
See that, man? My computer always go up, man. But yeah, man, you know what I mean? We don't hold each other's hand when you're in the industry, man. I don't care if you being introduced by someone. We you know what I mean? We don't hold each other's hand. We find a way to put our hands back in our pocket where it belongs, man. We don't hug people for a very long time, man. We give people daps. You know what I mean? We don't do all that crazy stuff that Hollywood, you know what I mean, been doing, man. You don't do none of that stuff, man. You know what I mean? We don't hug people from the back. We don't hug people, period, man. When we shake, we shake, give daps. We don't do all this holding the hands like, no, you don't do all that, man. You don't do all that crap that everybody be doing, man. You know what I mean? That's the reason why they coming for Snoop, man. They coming for Snoop, man. They got FBI got these tapes, and you know what I mean. Wait for a week or 2 weeks that people gonna start talking about this issue. Yes, Snoop Dogg's in the tape. You know what I mean. They got him at the freak off. Who knows what? You know what I mean. What's on the tape? But like I said, man, they got Snoop on these tapes, man. You know what I mean. They got the whole thing of it is they got numerous of tapes, man. They got one tape flowing around. They said the feds got a tape of all, you know what I mean, Snoop, Justin Bieber, Usher. See, the thing of it is, man, they're gonna make a case. Cause all these people gotta come in and they gotta talk. They got tape with Diddy and Usher for a long time. Justin Bieber too. They all gotta talk because you know what? They brand can be in jeopardy. Their endorsements can be in jeopardy. Everything can be in jeopardy, man. This is why you know what I mean. The feds can have this case for two more years, 3 more years, 4 more years. They can finesse it. It can take up to 5 years, man. A case like this, man, can take up to 5 years, man. But like I said, don't shoot me, man. Don't shoot the messenger, man, because I'm just telling you guys what's going to happen, man. Don't be surprised. Don't be shocked that hey, the next week or so you see a shocking name, Snoop Dogg. It don't shock me, man. These names that Tony Buzzy already said that you'll get names. It will surprise you. It will shock you. It ain't gonna shock me. Man, it said when it comes to Diddy inside, see Courtney Budges, he spilled the beans, man. And I won't be surprised that they use this man for a prosecution star witness, man. Another star witness, man. These people coming forward, man.
You know what I'm saying? Then we got Snoop and Diddy, you know, in an appropriate way. But the reason why they in it is speak about that and with Biggie. Now, how you roll with Pop? Just a big question for everybody.
Courtney even goes further to say that Snoop was a snitch for the whole LAPD, and none of the charges put up against him ever stuck, and he'd get released without filing the paperwork.
He's sweet with his L out. Snoop's son grew up with Diddy's son, and we know it. We just see how far he was doing. He was a double agent. You understand? He was a double agent for the record label, and he was a snitch for the LAPD. You understand? When he had the murder, he got caught with some weed. Should went to bail him out, but he was already released with no paperwork. He bought his way out of a charge of 2 white 50-year-old young ladies. You understand? He Dogg don't respect no females. The black females, he put dog chains around. You understand? So he's no better. He just got his own type of way. You understand?
And let's not forget, Suge has been saying for years that Snoop.
You know, I want to say Snoop Dogg's no better, man. You see the charges that he had, the murder charge. He had the 2 rape charge with the young 15-year-old white girls. These were white girls, man. You think Snoop Dogg will be sitting underneath the jail, man? See, that's why I said he's no worse than Diddy and Jay-Z, man. You know what I mean? He's no worse than them, man. But you know, it's coming, man. And I won't be surprised that his name will be on the list, man. I'm quite sure the FBI got the tapes, these private parties, and they said that Snoop Dogg was picking up boys and girls, man. Hiring boys and girls, man. Like I said, you can't make this up, man.
Snoop Dogg wasn't as loyal to Tupac as G.E. claimed to be.
And I knew that Pac did everything right by him by putting all eyes on me, speaking about him and being real with him. And if it's true what they say.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Face to face is going to be a lot of explaining to do.
But Suge didn't stop there. He reminded everyone that he's known Snoop for years and even brought up how he was the one who fronted the money for Snoop's bail during that.
See, you see how they said it's going to be a lot of explaining to do. When the feds got the tapes and you came, what happened when you in the bed and part of the freak off section? What are you going to say? You gonna say, well, my drink was spiced, I couldn't remember nothing? Then the question gonna say, how many times you was at these freak offs? I'm telling you, man, I'm telling prosecution gonna juice this up, man. The state gonna juice this up, man. How many times you knew about these freak offs? How many, you know what I mean? How many times you was present? They're gonna ask you, how you got, you know what I mean? How you got into the master bedroom? This thing's gonna be serious, man. When they ask a question like that and you don't know, because I'm quite sure they're gonna ask Snoop Dogg, how you get into the master bedroom. I'm quite sure, just like everybody gonna say, man, just like the 13-year-old girl said that she was spiked with a drink. And I couldn't remember that, you know what I mean? I got, you know what I mean, to the master bedroom. See, Snoop Dogg gonna have to get himself a legal team, and stories going, you know, because you're gonna have everybody's stories gonna add up to some degree. Everyone's story is gonna add up to some degree because they're gonna ask Snoop, what got you into the master bedroom? Who put you here? He gonna try and say, I couldn't put myself there. I was dragged. Like anybody else would. See, they'll do anything. Remember, man, they're gonna do anything to save their endorsement. They're gonna do anything to save their brand. But after, you know what I mean, after these, you know what I mean, these allegations, excuse me there for a second. This thing, you were involved in the freak off party. Just think, man. Just think of your reputation. Just think of people that was in your circle. People ain't gonna respect you for what you stand up for. You was involved with these freak offs. You was involved in these homosexuality, right? Man with man, right? This gonna ruin sooner or later, man. You seeing Snoop Dogg reputation being ruined at some degree. It's gonna ruin some of these people's reputation, man. You see their circle become small and smaller, man. Snoop, when he first came in, he had a big circle, man. Dash, Corrupt, all the, you know what I mean. The top is West Coast, you know what I mean, rappers. But all that reputation, man, all that reputation you have go out the window, man. You're not gonna be recognized. Ain't nobody gonna recognize you anymore. You know, the people gonna look at you different.
case way back in the day. Suge's basically saying that Snoop owes him big time, and now it seems like he's throwing that back in Snoop's face, implying that Snoop turned his back on him after everything Suge did for him.
I've been doing that young dude a long time. He ain't young no more, but I've been doing it since he was a young man. And I did everything in my power to make sure he kept his freedom.
One user even said, my suspension and gut instincts since the 90s about Snoop and Diddy have been proven correct. What kind of man would rather kick it with Diddy than Tupac? Yep, isn't it weird after all that went down with the Tupac? Snoop still rolled with Diddy like that.
And I asked him what he thought. And he flat out said that Snoop is loyal. And he losing friends.
Y'all know the internet had to chime in. Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Reddit, it's all going off. One user wrote, Ben knew Snoop and was a snake, and Pac felt that snake energy too. I just don't know how deep the rabbit hole went, thanks to Kim Porter. Even their last MTV interview, Snoop had that sus look on his face like he knew of Pac's imminent demise. SMDH. Kamama will visit him soon enough though. R.I.P. Pac. And I'm glad Kim cleared up the gay rumors about Pac. He was solid. Another said, Snoop looks bisexual and acted ever since he has been running with Diddy, and he always say how he loved Diddy after they shot him. Snoop and Dre was accused of the same, and Dre gay, his wife Es was a trans. Another said, just a coincidence how Snoop starts blowing up. Olympics, NFL, The Voice, T-Mobile, etc. At the same time Puff's world starts to crumble, pure coincidence. Another user posted another hilarious comment saying, that's why Snoop is promoting.
You see this? Snoop started blowing up when Diddy Empire went down. Just notice, a lot of people brand went down. Snoop brand got it because he had to make money, man. When Trump started his nomination, man, these artists came out like nothing happened. You know what I mean? They didn't remember what was going on with Diddy, his situation, right? These people had to get out and get in the mud, man. They had to get underneath someone. You know, it's funny how, you know what I mean, when we get Barack Obama running president, you have all these rappers coming out paying the respect till we got a black president in office. But it didn't mean too much. It didn't mean that he was going to change black lives, black agenda, right? And et cetera, excuse me. But the moment that Trump came, and the moment he started his nomination, you got Snoop Dogg, you know what I mean, making, you know what I mean, he's collaborating with Soulja Boy, Nelly, and they making something. They're making something happen, right? Cause they gotta be about their brand. They gotta be about their money, man. They got these people got wife and children they gotta feed, man. You know what I mean? That Diddy took a big fall, man. Just think about it, man. How many people money was involved? Just think about it, man. How many people brand was involved, man? Y'all gotta think about it, man. Y'all gotta see the play there, man. Let's think how many stuff was involved, man.
Promoting his marriage so hard right now. Neither Snoop nor Diddy has addressed the allegations directly, and that silence is deafening. Fans are reading into every little move they make or don't make. One user posted, Snoop Dogg and Diddy loves doing it each other back doggy door. But one thing's for sure, this story isn't going away anytime soon. Whether the tape ever sees the light of day or not, the damage is already done. So, what do y'all think? Is Snoop really getting freaking in those tapes? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates. And while you are here, watch this video next.
There you have it, man. Snoop Dogg doing what we don't know what, man. But you can't make this stuff up, man. Diddy was holding keys in Hollywood. Snoop Dogg got it, you know what I mean? Like I say, he didn't hold the keys in the West Coast. So he had to get in where he can fit in, man. You can't make this stuff up. But this is Cali. Subscribe to my channel. Khalfani Howard 1826. For more content, subscribe to my channel. I'm out. Make sure you guys have a blessed one. Peace.